Days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
So I played a clip from Dr. Umar Johnson, which was powerful. We talked about, Trump's final days and the rush to executions, which I didn't know. So I'm like Google searching, making sure it was correct before I played it. It is. I was like, wow. So two people got pardoned, ASAP Rocky and Alice, the one that Kim Kardashian was fighting for, and I'm glad that she got out. I'm glad. Excuse me, Smith? And Lil Wayne? What? Lil Wayne? He pardoned Lil Wayne too? Oh my God. Okay, so 3 people. But that's strategic too. He's playing so you're gonna do 2 rappers. Oh, he got ASAP Rocky back from. I was like, wow. And then Kanye comes, this is my hero. And 50 Cent out there doing, I don't know what he's doing, but it's strategic.
And Kodak Black, Kodak
Waka Flocka Flame, Sexy Red. I was like, wow. But here's what's crazy. Most Black people are not, we don't necessarily, rap is a white person's drug, by and large. 70% of rap.
Consumers.
That kind of rap is consumed by mostly white boys in the suburbs. Yep. That's a fact, right? Mm-hmm. So you're appealing to the same people that you already appealing to through these people. Because I don't listen to Waka Flocka, no sexy. I'm not listening to none of that. Oh, so
not getting them sexy.
Okay, Dr. Danny. I've seen your work. Karaoke night was fantastic, by the way. And I was thinking I was going to be sad to not have you. I hope there's going to be somebody to light the party, because you don't look at you normally, and I don't think that Dr. Danny's going to set the party off. But she set the party off.
No, you're not the first person who said that, so I'm glad.
Yes, I didn't expect that.
I'm breaking down those.
Yes, I was like, oh, she gonna get everybody up and dancing. She did that. You did that with a. I said, okay. I hope there's somebody showing up to Healthy Wealthy Wise that has that same energy. The young man that did Biggie, like it was magical.
That's
like
the type of love I can give. I can't give the love to racists, but the love for all Black things, excellent, and joy and happiness.
It was beautiful. We have 2 slots left at Healthy Wealthy Wise. So if you want to, somebody out there, tweet out the link, Smith. But I was thinking about you today because we were putting together the final list and everything. I was like, well, I hope somebody is going to get the party started, because I don't think I have in me another opportunity to, I don't feel like I'm going to get up on stage and do what I did again. I think that was a once in a lifetime thing. I don't feel like I'm going to be moved. I was like, who's going to be the one? All right. But I bring that up to say that, they use what they think is our culture to try to paint a narrative, which I think is really destructive. D.L. Hughley said something that I want to play too, because while they're putting these Black avatars, because the first night was Black Knight and Amber Rose, who has self-identified as not Black. So let me just say that those people, she has self-identified as not Black. She says she's not Black. So I agree with her.
Because her mother's Black.
Her mother's not Black.
Oh, I thought her mother is from
Cape Verde and German. But if you look at that lady look like a white lady. One drop rule. She on the other side of the one drop.
Oh, Cape Verdean? No,
Cape Verdeans are Africans for sure.
Surely Black.
Shout out to Boston and the Boston area where the Cape Verdean folk. So, but no, she says she does not identify as being Black, but she pimps off a Black culture, and she definitely has had Black in her. 866-801-8255.
That whole, oh wow, okay. What does she identify as?
I'm gonna say
the world.
So here's what I'm gonna read something. So Matt Walsh is I think he's like a GOP. He tweets a lot, and I think he's Matt Walsh does media. Matt WALSH. He has a blog. So he wrote this. The RNC gives a primetime speaking slot to a pro-abortion feminist. Yes, because she does a slut walk. That's a feminist movement. Yes. Self-proclaimed slut with a face tattoo whose only claim to fame is having sex with rappers.
Oh.
Truly an embarrassment. Not a single voter will be mobilized by this person. This is Matt Walsh tweeting out on the night that Amber Rose spoke at the RNC convention. And I feel like there's a lot of things happening within the RNC that we should be paying attention to. They're not unified. Okay.
Because some of them some of them are hating on Amber Rose.
They are. Other people are hating on JD Vance's wife, JD Vance, who just got selected as the vice presidential nominee for the Republican Party. He of the Hillbilly Elegy, which is back at #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list. It was made into a movie. Hillbilly Elegy came out in 2016. It's also a top Amazon Kindle bestseller. It surged from number 220 prior to Trump's announcement to #1. Book sales are now 1.6 million. So he is personally benefiting from this. The Ohio senator who is also graduated from Yale, where he met his wife, Yale Law School. His wife is, let me get the information about JD's wife. Her name is she's Indian, right? Usha Chilukuri, Usha Chilukuri Vance, practicing attorney. She's been married to JD Vance. They have 3 children. They married in 2014. Ewan, Vivek, and Mirabelle are their 3 children. And he loves her. You know, she's clerked for John Roberts, and I think she also clerked for Kavanaugh as well. So she's also been known to be a liberal, as he has. He is praised in Hillbilly Elegy President Obama. You know, he's a champion for the poor people, which is he said he and Obama have similar backgrounds and he could really relate to him, and he's very young. I think he could be an op. They better watch out, this man, but he's also very ambitious, right? But inside the camp, so Nick Fuentes, who is, I guess people would look at him as somebody that the Republicans rock with, right? Until he fired Candace Owens. Did he fire? That was the job. Yeah. So here's what he said about JD Vance's wife. Play it.
JD Vance also has a non-white wife, an Indian wife, and a kid named Vivek. All his kids have Indian names. So it's like, what exactly are we getting here? And that's not a dig at him just because I'm a racist or something. But it's like, who is this guy really? Do we really expect that the guy who has an Indian wife and named their kid Vivek is going to support white identity? Like, there's a white genocide going on in the world. White people are being systematically replaced in America and Europe through immigration and to a much lesser extent due to intermarrying. This guy has a non-white wife and a kid named Vivek. This guy is going to be a defender of white identity? I don't think so. This guy's going to defend American identity? If he does, it's going to be no better than any of these other civic nationalists like Vivek Ramaswamy. How else could you countenance American identity if you have a mixed up family like that?
He said that out loud. Like,
what?
Yo,
that Vivek really bothered him. That really grinded his gears. That Vivek there. White identity or American identity? Because American identity is
white identity. He said the quiet part out loud. Now, this is the guy that went to the White House with Kanye, so they could listen to your music. They like to hang out with the rappers. They like to be down with the culture. But he's very clear. This mixing is a problem.
No race mixing.
Right. So you better talk to all your Becky friends who show up to NFL combines to making sure when the draft happens, they be right there.
Now, I don't know if this is real, but I saw it on Instagram. But did you also see on
Mar-a-Lago? I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me correction. He showed up to Mar-a-Lago with Kanye, not to the White House.
All right.
Better. I just want to correct that. But go ahead, continue.
Did you see the Forbes article? I don't know if it's real. I'm hoping it was fake, but it said, "Will surviving gunfire be Donald Trump's next appeal to Black voters?"
Yes. We tried to get the author of that. And he calls himself Dr. Sean Harper. I actually invited him on. He did not respond to me or Smiz. But
But
Forbes took it down. Forbes were
that
horrified.
is
They were like, we're horrified that this story got out. One of your editors
well,
pushed send.
multiple of y'all
This
reviewed
man
this.
didn't push send on his own article. I promise you, he did not publish
Somebody
his own
said
article.
this was brilliant. Someone said, "Oh yes, you brought them in. Way to draw them in." I'm like that. So that's what Black culture is: gunshot commiserating
Jail.
with
Yes,
stuff. But
convictions. I mean that's what
we
50 Cent said.
appreciate
Oh, we can
felons.
relate. Yeah,
Yes,
he's a
we can
felon.
appreciate felons. However, white pride and identity is that you can't be a bedfellow with an Indian lady. Okay, where it's getting rough out here. It's getting wild.
Yeah. So I'm psychologically, these two things cannot sit in the same vessel. They are like him saying this when biologically, DNA wise, we're all mixed. Period. Well, some of us are not, but the default's not white because that's a made up construct. So let's just put that out there. There's no white default, so you can't have white supremacy. You can't have white purity because it doesn't exist. There's no such thing. It's not even a thing. So you're banking on something, and then you're using that as a political weapon to get people scared about possibly not being here when they were never here before to begin with. It doesn't exist. So you were never there, but now you're afraid it's going away, but you were never that to begin with. So it's actually genius. I'm trying to understand psychologically how they were able to pull this off because it's illogical.
I run my fingers through her hair as she smiles and says that she loves me. Isn't it lovely when the one you're lusting is the one